Hello friends, this is Pastor Tom, and I just wanted to take time, this year we're thinking about a skit for Dr. Long. You've probably seen our previous skit, which was referring to his time in seminary and how important that was. But I want you to consider just for a moment some of the stories that Dr. Long has told us over the years. I mean, just incredibly vivid stories regarding his life. And so we thought that probably the best thing that we could do this year is to actually interview some of the people that were involved in those stories. Now, because of Dr. Long's fame and notoriety, the people that are participating in these interviews have asked not to be identified other than by name. So our first interview is with Miss Eunice. Now, Miss Eunice is actually Dr. Ronnie Long's first grade teacher. Tell me, Miss Eunice, what do you remember about Ronnie Long?
Well, sir, that little Ronnie Long, he was, well, I can't even say it, he was just trouble with a capital T. I can remember many days on the play area, he'd be outside pursuing a little girl named Alethea, and he just would say things like, oh, isn't she just the loveliest flower? And just the foolish things that would come out of his mouth for a little 6-year-old boy. He had what I consider a perpetual longing for this young lady, and I think she was a bit put off with his advances.
Well, my understanding, Miss Eunice, is that Dr. Long actually ended up marrying that young lady. What do you think of that?
Well, I just can't find the words. But at the time when he was just so young and behaving so foolishly, looking at that young girl, well, sir, I just thought, he's trouble.
So Dr. Ronnie Long, in your estimation, in those early days was trouble with a capital T.
Yes, sir, I think that's my final word on the matter.
Trouble with a capital T, folks. That's Ronnie Long. Dr. Ronnie Long. Trouble with a capital T. Thank you, Miss Eunice.
My pleasure.